Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Grant Hardy.
Smartphones are a part of modern life, and in a bid to be more inclusive for users with cognitive and mobility disabilities, Google's Android has some new accessibility features for their benefit. Brian Kemler, product manager of Android accessibility at Google, tells us more.
Back in May, we announced accessible places. Right now, it's only available in the US, Japan, Australia, and the UK. But basically, what it does is in that real world situation, if you are like somebody who uses a wheelchair, what we do is we make wheelchair information more prominent, right? So that's really important to you because if you're trying to go between, a train or a metro station and a building, or anywhere along your journey, there could be all of these potential physical barriers that make that the real world, this sort of real world situation inaccessible. And so by making that more prominent, by raising the visibility of it, and as we improve the underlying data of the map systems, hopefully the real world becomes more and more accessible and inclusive.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic feature for users who live in those places or visit them. I'm sure Canadian Android users are going to be all over that too when it launches here. Let's move on and talk about a feature that I'm really excited about because I just think it has the potential to benefit so many different people in so many different ways, which is action blocks. Can you talk a little bit about what action blocks are and when they'd be used?
So for people who may have cognitive conditions or cognitive disabilities, age-related conditions, or just simply have trouble using their phone, these could be things like Alzheimer's disease, autism, cerebral palsy, dementia, those types of things. Even performing a series of what maybe a general user like you or I would consider simple tasks could be quite complex. And so what Action Blocks does is it allows that person or a caregiver to effectively set up what, for lack of better words, might be simply a macro or a shortcut. So basically, if I want to call my mother, if I want to have the phone call my mother, I can create these blocks. The blocks are then put on the home screen of the phone, and they're simple. You can attach a picture to them. And so you could just basically press it, and then it can call a friend, call a family member. It can, read the news, check the weather, play music, do all of these sorts of different things in a very easy way. And what that does for our users is effectively facilitate a sense of independence.
That's going to be great. One thing that I just love about these accessibility features is that they really benefit everybody. When I think about something like action blocks, it strikes me that it's a feature that a lot of people outside of the accessibility community are going to use. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Think of it as just a shortcut. You don't want to do five steps. Make an action block, put it on your screen. Super simple. Benefits everybody.
As a fan of accessible tech myself, I couldn't agree more.